Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
Welcome to today's episode. We're diving into a fascinating topic: the United States Navy's new laser weapon, Helios. This high-energy system is shaking up the fight against drug cartels in the Pacific. How exactly does a laser weapon help catch smugglers?
It's a game changer for sure. The Navy has equipped its warships with Helios, a laser system that works faster than missiles and costs next to nothing per shot. No more wasting millions on interceptors for cheap drones. Just think about it. The laser system operates at about $13 per shot.
That's insane. So how does Helios actually work? How can it be that effective?
The magic comes from fiber optics. Helios uses multiple beams of light that are combined into one powerful stream. This method, called spectral beam combining, makes the beam so hot that it can burn through a steel engine or set a drone on fire in seconds. The best part, it moves at the speed of light, so when it hits a target, it's instant.
Wow! And I imagine that makes it perfect for stopping those speedboats the cartels use, right?
Exactly. Those boats are incredibly fast, but with Helios, the Navy can track and disable them in no time. The boats have aluminum parts that vaporize under the laser's heat, often forcing the crew to abandon ship. What's even better is that the drugs stay on board, making it easier for authorities to recover them.
That's brilliant. But I bet the weather can complicate things. Isn't moisture a problem for lasers?
It can be. When there's too much moisture in the air, the beam can scatter. So, operators sometimes have to adjust the power or wait for conditions to improve. The smugglers have caught on to this, though, and they often try to time their runs during stormy weather when the laser is less effective.
That makes sense. But I imagine the Navy has a plan for that. I've heard they're looking to boost Helios to 300 kilohertz. Any idea how that will help?
Yes, that's the plan. The Navy is aiming to upgrade the system for larger ships, like DDGX destroyers. These ships have the power systems to handle the increased energy demand. With a more powerful Helios, they'll be able to target threats more effectively, even in worse weather conditions.
So it sounds like Helios is just one part of a bigger strategy. Does it have any other tricks up its sleeve?
Oh, absolutely. Helios is also linked to the Aegis combat system, which gives ships a layered defense against both air and surface threats. There's also an optical dazzler that can temporarily blind cameras and sensors, which helps intelligence officers gather data without damaging it.
That's a cool way to collect information without destroying everything. But the cartels are adapting too, right? They've got drones and other advanced tech now.
Definitely. The cartels have started using drones in large swarms to overwhelm border patrols, and these drones can carry everything from surveillance cameras to explosives. The traditional methods of intercepting these drones were getting expensive, fast. But Helios has solved that problem, just a few shots from the laser, and those drones are done.
It sounds like the Navy has turned the tables on them, but what about air support? I hear the U.S. is incorporating lasers into bombers now?
That's right. The U.S. military is working on fitting laser pods onto aircraft, like the B-2 Spirit bomber. This allows them to target both ground and airborne threats without using expensive missiles. It's a huge cost-saving move. Each laser shot costs around $15 compared to the hundreds of thousands it would cost for a missile.
$15 compared to hundreds of thousands? That's a massive difference. Does that mean the U.S. is moving away from traditional weaponry?
It's part of a bigger shift. Lasers allow for unlimited shots as long as the aircraft has power. So instead of worrying about running out of ammunition, military forces can keep firing until the job is done. It's a complete game changer in terms of cost and efficiency.
And it doesn't stop there, right? The ability to fire continuously gives these bombers a tactical edge in combat.
Exactly. The beauty of lasers is that they leave no trace. Unlike missiles, which create a bright streak in the sky, a laser strike is almost invisible. This means bombers can take out multiple threats without revealing their position. It's stealth combined with firepower.
I can see how that would be a nightmare for adversaries. But the cartels haven't just been working in the air. They've been making drones for a while now, right?
That's right. Cartels have been getting really creative. They've even set up underground manufacturing facilities to make drones. These are full-scale operations, producing advanced drones that can carry huge payloads. Some of these drones are capable of flying long distances and evading detection.
That's terrifying. I heard they've also started making submarines that launch drones. What's going on there?
Yes, these narco-submarines have been turned into mobile drone carriers. They can launch drones while submerged, which makes them incredibly hard to detect. It's a new level of sophistication that law enforcement wasn't prepared for.
It's like a whole new kind of warfare. How does the U.S. respond to that?
Well, Helios and other laser systems have been key in addressing this. Lasers can destroy targets with surgical precision, even when the threat is hidden underground. The military is now looking to use these laser systems to disable these high-tech factories and command centers without causing massive civilian casualties.
So lasers are becoming the ultimate counter to cartel tech. It's almost like the future of warfare is here, and it's cost-effective.
Absolutely. The big takeaway is that the balance of power is shifting. The cartels thought they had the advantage with their drones and weapons, but now the US military has a tool that's faster, cheaper, and more effective than anything else. The skies that smugglers relied on are no longer in their control.
It's fascinating to see how the U.S. is using technology to outpace the cartels. And the future looks like it'll be even more advanced with these laser systems.
That's the future of warfare, no doubt. The lesson is clear. Whoever controls the skies controls the battle. And right now, the US military is leading the way.
Thanks for joining me today. That wraps up our look at the Navy's laser weapon and how it's changing the fight against cartels. Stay tuned for our next episode, and don't forget to check out our other videos.
A special thank you to MarketUS.com for furnishing us this information.
Here's a question. How do we contact them?
Good question. You can reach them at MarketUS.com or call them at 954-636-3232.
Before we go, this deep dive was created by the MarketUS.com team.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Good point. It's right below the subscribe link.
Thank you for watching. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor and sharing your product or service with the world, reach out to MarketUS.com. You can schedule a session to discover how we can work together. See you soon.